matchup, wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Monarchs going up against the Broncos. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the London Monarchs and the Denver Broncos. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there. Come on, let's go! Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go!
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Play back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Now let's go.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up,
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And let's look defensively at the starters.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Here's Lynch down around the goal line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now the offense heading back out there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Mike 53!
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Cut! Now let's go! Green 39!
They go play action now. Lynch. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go. All right, here we go. Green 39!
Throwing again here, Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now Lynch. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! Rush in! Watch him now, Barney!
Now Lynch on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now back out comes the offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. sitting alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As it's 4 yards remaining now on second down.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they try the right side here. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Lynch now throwing on third. And that is incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Ohio, flex round.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Strike, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On first down, it's Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff looking right. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Time to step aside. Back to Denver right after this.
We got three. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56. Gun.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go. 3-19.
On second down, Lynch. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses not very...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
This down to about the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that'll give him a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. So that would have been some. Yeah, that's perfect. 2. Davis. Deep. Hey, I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And he comes back with one complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more cushion. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go here on second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch it.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Set, 3-19. 4 down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Trip. Got 3. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. 2nd down following the run.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go. Flex round.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
Now let's go.
Halfback sent in motion.
Blue 90.
They go play action now. Lynch firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Set. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Green 39. Green.
This has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Lynch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left. Ohio, let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, it'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. What? Check 53.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Watch 84. Watch 84. Now let's go. 3, Leopard. Leopard. Switch it. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Lynch. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go now. Green.
On first and 10, it's Lynch. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now.
Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A group of Broncos there combined to bring him down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Let's go!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back. You're down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time for a break. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Come on, let's go!
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And able to push his... Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll drop to throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Yards. They take him down at the 26. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and ready. Met some killers in Memphis.